Hey guys, how's life? Today we will look at bolt-action rifles. There are many of them out there, but I will tell you what I think is the best you can get your hands on. At the very least, it should give you an idea of what you want for your bolt-action rifles. How to choose the right gun for you. The last thing you don't want to happen is to realize that the gun you just bought isn't that good. Any weapons you buy should be considered to be a long-term investment. They're not cheap after all. I do not want you to have buyer's remorse a second after buying your firearm. Most importantly, however, is that you want a reliable weapon. You want consistency so that you will know that it will put the shot on target when you pull the trigger. To some people, a rifle is their lifeline. That helps them hunt and put food on the table, or protect them from danger. Again, there are many rifles out there and they cater to different needs. For this reason, there is no definite king of bolt-action rifles, because all rifles outperform each other in certain aspects. So, ask yourself, what do you want from your gun? When you have a clear idea of what you expect from your firearms, you can then select the one from my list that best suits your needs. It's not worth spending your life savings on a cutting-edge competition rifle when you use it for hunting. That being said, what is the right rifle for you? You want to look at the following. Comfort. You want to be as comfortable as possible when you use your gun. It needs to fit your stature just right. Having an adjustable stock is a huge advantage, so you can tinker with it until you are satisfied. Style. What kind of shooter are you? A hunting rifle might perform poorly in a shooting competition, and vice versa. Attachments. Again, consider this a long-term investment. Think of what your attachments you want to slap on your rifle. It is a lot cheaper to get a rifle with a threaded barrel than to get an aftermarket solution for a suppressor. There are two main uses for bolt-action rifles, so your choice of rifle will be dictated by what you want to do with it. Hunting. A hunting rifle should be light so that you can carry it with you over long distances. To achieve this, it usually has a thinner body and stock. It should also be reliable and consistent so that you can hit your target regardless of the outdoor environment. Normally, hunting rifles come only with a few rounds. Many states limit the magazine capacity to 5 rounds. This is why internal box rounds magazines are commonly used with these rifles. Sure, it takes a bit longer to reload, but at least all the rounds are in the magazine. Overall, you will have a rifle that is sleek, easy to handle, and reliable. Hunting rifles can also be used for pest control or varmint shooting. In such a case, detachable high-capacity magazines can be used. Attachments are rather rare on hunting rifles. Many hunters prefer using iron sights since they are dependable and they rarely take shots beyond 200 yards. For this reason, accuracy is not the main priority. You might need a scope if you want to be effective at a longer range. Competitive shooting. Competitive target shooting comes with its requirements. Usually take your shot with your gun resting on a bench or supported so you can use heavier and bulkier rifles. Target shooting rifles prioritizes accuracy and stability, so they tend to have heavier barrels and stocks. Many competitive shooters would kit out their favorite rifle with many attachments such as high-powered scopes, bipods, and muzzle brakes. Actually, having a heavier and clunkier rifle is encouraged among competitive shooters since maneuverability is not that important. This is because the weight of the rifle helps absorb the recoil from the shot so that the shooter feels a much weaker kick. It also helps stabilize a gun, which is very crucial for a long shooting session. A competitive shooting rifle has more options when it comes to magazine choices. You can go for a single shot, or take the detachable box magazine, or go for a fixed magazine. It depends on the shooter. But that is enough of the theory. Let's look at some of the top performing bolt-action rifles you can get. As always, you can find the links for the products in the description. Consider dropping a like and subscribe to our channel if you want more content like this. The Ruger American Predator. Ruger is known for creating affordable yet reliable firearms. Although the firearms market is saturated, Ruger has proven their worth with the introduction of its American Predator model. At about $400, the American Predator offers some features exclusive to more expensive rifles. The shot groups are reported to be under 1 inch at 100 yards. Considering the price, this accuracy and consistency are almost terrifying. Ruger managed to achieve that level of performance at that price by using an aluminum bedding block in their stocks. This secures the action and allows the barrel to free float. The barrel itself is only 18 inches, which allows for both maneuverability and the use of .308 cartridge. It is also threaded 5 and 8 by 24, so you can use muzzle attachments like suppressors or brakes. The rifle itself, not counting the scope and ammo, is only 6.25 pounds. Other notable features include a very adjustable trigger, a 70-degree bolt throw for quick cycling, and ergonomic tang-mounted safety. If I have to really nitpick, the only downside for this gun is the molded plastic stock, which will make the gun feel cheap or frail. Again, considering the price point, performance, and all the features you get from this gun, I don't mind the plastic stock. The Ruger American Predator is arguably the best entry-level .308 bolt-action rifle for both hunting and competitive shooting. Bergara B14 HMR. Many rifle manufacturers want to create a rifle that is jack of all trades, so that it is viable in all situations, but is an elite in none. These manufacturers tend to fail because their firearms fail to offer specific features for a specific situation. But then Bergara comes along with the B14 HMR, with the HMR standing for hunting and match rifle. Bergara shows us how a jack-of-all-trades gun should be like. The B14 is a fully featured rifle that performs well as competitive rifle and a hunting rifle. One notable feature from Bergara is an exceptionally smooth action, which shows that it is well built. Moreover, the stock is polymer and shaped similarly to other precision rifles such as those from Macmillan, not to mention the rear support hand look and the pistol-style grip. First, let's talk about the stock. You can adjust it for the length of a pole with some adjustable spacers. With the adjustable cheek piece, you can also adjust the height of your cheek above the buttstock. There are 2 sling swivels, an internal bedding chassis, and flush cups for sling mounting. The barrel is 20 inches long and is 5/8 by 24 threaded. The trigger is set at 3 pounds. Moreover, the rifle is compatible with AICS-style magazines. The AICS stands for Accuracy International Chassis System, and the magazines for this are practically the standard for bolt-action rifle nowadays. You get a 5-round magazine upon purchase, but you can use the 10-round version as well. If you're willing to spend a little more on a rifle, I recommend going for this one since it performs well as a competitive rifle and for hunting. It starts at $1,000, which is a very good price considering its versatility. The Savage 110 Tactical. Maybe the $1,000 price tag is a little too steep for you, and you want to compromise. For about $600, you can get the Savage 110 Tactical, and it comes with many neat features. Savage rifles are also known for their accuracy, consistency, and price. They achieve this level of performance at that price because of their floating bolt head. As the name suggests, the Savage 110 Tactical is based on the Model 110 action that's dropped into the Savage ACU stock. It comes with the standard ACU trigger, which is a bladed trigger that users can adjust from 1.5 to 6 pounds. The barrel itself is a medium contour and is heavy enough so that it can withstand point-of-impact changes due to barrel heating. To help with heat and weight problems, the barrel is also fluted and is threaded 5/8 by 24. Sitting on the top is an Evolution Gunworks Picatinny rail that comes with 20 MOA elevation for long-distance sniping. The 2 forward sling swivels mean you can have both a sling and a bipod if you want. The stock is compatible with AICS-style magazines, although you will get a stock magazine that can hold 10 rounds. You may be required to get a 5-round magazine if you want to use it for hunting. The Savage 110 Tactical provides many handy features that make it viable as both a hunting rifle and a competitive rifle. You can even change the barrels thanks to the nut system. What makes this rifle amazing is its customizability. You can upgrade various parts when you can afford it. This is a very good bolt-action rifle at an affordable price. The Winchester Model 70. The Model 70 was among the first rifles to use .308 cartridges that Winchester introduced back in the 50s. The rifle enjoyed a boom in popularity due to its powerful action, intuitive handling, and controlled round feed claw extractor system. The Winchester Model 70 kickstarted the popularity of the .308 Winchester cartridge. The Model 70 is known for its reliability, aesthetics, and accuracy. The action is secure, sturdy, and repeatable thanks to the forged receiver and internal recoil log. The trigger is known for its smooth and consistent feel. The Model 70 is a reliable bolt-action rifle, loved by both hunters and competitive shooters. Winchester Model 70 Featherweight Stainless. After 1964, some popular features were removed from the Model 70, and we are left with the Featherweight variant. It still has some of the essential features, such as the controlled round feed claw extractor. It reduces the chance of the user fumbling, causing a malfunction, or short-stroking the bolt. The Model 70 Featherweight looks sleek and elegant, with its dark walnut stock, with checkering, a satin finish, and a Patchmeyer de-accelerator recoil pad for comfort. The Model 70 Featherweight is perfect as a hunting rifle, since it uses stainless steel that is very resistant to corrosion and rust. You can lock the bolt, trigger, or both at the same time with the 3-way safety system. This is pretty handy as you can load, unload, and clean your rifle with minimal risk. In short, the Model 70 Featherweight is a great rifle, both in terms of aesthetics and performance. It is a classic hunting rifle that can withstand the harsh outdoor environment. The Remington 700. Some may debate the placement of the Remington 700 in our list today since there have been some safety issues about the trigger. However, let us not forget how the rifle impacted the hunting, competitive shooting, law enforcement, and the military worlds. The Remington 700 is one of the most produced civilian rifles to date. As with any weapons produced at such a scale, there are countless variations and configurations. Remington created long-range marksman rifles, iron-sighted hunting rifles, and even single-shot pistols to dispatch of varmints. The Remington 700 rose to popularity in the law enforcement market. You often see these guns in use on large event security and SWAT deployment. It brought about various development for military and marksman rifles. For instance, the M24, M40 series, XM2010, and XM3 are all based on the Remington 700. The Accuracy International AX308. If you want something with a modern look no further than the Accuracy International AX308. Of course, it is a bit pricey, but you are getting what you paid for. It performs exceptionally well, not to mention reliability and maneuverability. The 6-lug bolt with a 60-degree throw is conveniently placed above the trigger, so a flick of your hand is all you need to cycle the next round. The internal aluminum chassis is mounted to the dual integral recoil block with a one-piece receiver, so you have the perfect accuracy and repeatability. For ease of transportation and storage, the AX also comes with a side-folding stock. The barrel itself is 20 inches, so it is still usable in tight spaces while still allowing a fair amount of velocity. The large port muzzle brake attached reduces recoil greatly, so the sight picture remains stable. If you want, you can use a suppressor. The AX comes with a detachable box magazine for faster reloads. There are mounts in line with the scope if you want to slap on night vision devices, so it is perfect for those who want to use the rifle in the dark. The only drawback is that the gun is not within the budget of many recreational shooters. This is a masterpiece of a gun for those who are willing to spend all that money for a rifle that is one of the absolute best in the market. The McMillan CS5 Alias. The McMillan CS5 Alias is also known as one of the best tactical bolt-action rifles. It comes with a compact and customizable design without compromising performance. The buttstock and the suppressor that come with the rifle can be detached easily and quickly. The gun itself, after removing all the attachments and the buttstock, can fit inside a backpack. The barrel is 12 inches long and can provide half MOA accuracy with their McMillan 200 grain subsonic ammo, if you like it quiet. If you want more bang, you can use the match-grade supersonic ammo for the full stopping power of a 308. As you can see, this rifle is versatile in many situations. The trigger is an Anschutz grade with a round, gnarled surface, meaning that you will get a crisp and tactile feel from the trigger. The stock itself can be adjusted in many ways, including the cheek weld, length of pull, and many other dimensions to get the perfect fit. Given its tactical value, the McMillan CS5 is intended for elite law enforcement and the military, although it is available for civilians as well. You will need a tax stamp to possess a short-barreled rifle as well as a silencer before you get the McMillan CS5. There you have it, guys. These are the best of the best bolt-action rifles on the market. Thank you for watching and see you next time.